Hey everyone, and welcome back. If you missed my first episode, my name is Sir Dallin G, and I'm a queer jazz vocalist from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I use they, them pronouns, and I'm super excited to be here with y'all today to talk about another incredibly important jazz artist who is a part of the LGBTQ+ community. Today, I will be talking about Billy Strayhorn. Billy Strayhorn holds a special place in my heart because, like me, he grew up in Pittsburgh. He was born in 1915, and he studied piano and even went to the Pittsburgh Music Institute. It was around this time that Strayhorn wrote one of his most iconic pieces called Lush Life. He wrote this piece when he was just a teenager. This tune has complex harmonies and incredibly meaningful lyrics. The song begins with, "I used to visit all the very gay places, those come what may places." Many believe that the use of the word gay was meant to mean both happy and same-sex love, and this was intentional as Strayhorn knew his sexuality from a young age. Additionally, the song talks about this unattainable and too good to be true kind of love, which is often what queer people experience, and especially experienced at the time. Strayhorn was no exception. And it was only when he moved to New York City later so that he could experience life as an openly gay man, let alone an openly gay black man. I want to perform Lush Life for you all now, and I want you to listen for the metaphors of decadent and impossible love, as well as the pain and beauty in the chords that are in the piano.
I used to visit all the very gay places, those come what may places, where one relaxes on the axis of the wheel of life to get the feel of life, from jazz to cocktails. The girls I knew had sad and sullen gray faces with distinguished traces that used to be there. You could see where they'd been washed away by too many through the day 12 o'clock tales. Then you came along with your siren song to tempt me to madness. I thought for a while that your poignant smile was tinged with the sadness of a great love for me. Ah, yes, I was wrong. Again, I was wrong. Life is lonely again, and only last year everything seemed so short. Now life is awful again, a trough full of hearts could only be a boy. A week in Paris where leaves the bite of it all. I care is to smile in spite of it all. Forget you I will, and yet you are still burning inside my brain. Romance is mush, stifling those who strive. I'll live a lush life in some small dive, and there I'll be while I rot with the rest of those who
hope that you were able to hear some of the aspects I was talking about during Lush life, and keep in mind that Strayhorn was so young when he wrote this. If any of you are feeling similarly lost in a world catered to straight people, know that true love for the queer community isn't impossible. It isn't too good to be true, even if it feels like that way sometimes. I now want to move on to the next phase of Strayhorn's life, which is when he met Duke Ellington, they collaborated, and in doing so, they became one of the most influential jazz pairings in the genre. Ellington was another really famous jazz composer and pianist. The first time they met was when Strayhorn was just 18 years old. Then, a few years later, Ellington heard Strayhorn's compositions and invited him to join his organization. Then, Strayhorn moved to New York City to write and study with Ellington. During this time was when Strayhorn experienced the simultaneously oppressive yet welcoming gay culture of New York City, and it was where he was introduced to his partner Aaron Bridges, whom he was with for over a decade. As the musical partnership between Ellington and Strayhorn grew, Ellington began to give Billy more responsibilities, which is when we started to see the emergence of Strayhorn's compositions with the Ellington Orchestra, such as Chelsea Bridge, Johnny Come Lately, and most famously, Take the A Train. Just like Ma Rainey and Bessie Smith had an impact on my music, so did Strayhorn. I want to compare my Gay Clubs Part 2 to the work and life of Strayhorn. This song is an expression of the joy and safety we can find in the queer clubs around the globe, which is a feeling I'm sure Strayhorn must have felt when arriving in New York City from Pittsburgh. If you listen closely enough to the lyrics and modern swing revival style, you might just find yourself in a gay club in your own head.
Underneath the ground, free from all my fears. Here the cocktails are top tier. Here we make life shine brighter. Here, just take a look around. We keep life real gay, dear. We keep life real gay, dear. Life real gay, dear. Life real gay, dear. Gate's gone broke, in debt yet legacies like Stonewall is set. Throw on your dancing shoes and tap your feet and get down. Here the cocktails are top tier. Here we keep life shine brighter. Here, just take a look around. We keep life real gay, dear. We keep life real gay, dear. Life real gay, dear. Life real gay, dear. Gay clubs gone broke, in debt yet legacies like Stonewall is set. Throw on your dancing shoes and tap your feet and get down.
Thank you all for tuning in for today's episode, and I hope that you can take with you the bittersweet, lush life of Billy Strayhorn as a reminder of the gay musicians who have made this genre what it is and provided the opportunity for all of us to express ourselves truly through music. As always, I will leave some resources in the video description so you can explore Strayhorn's life more in depth and also have the resources to support the Black queer people in your life. See you soon for this next episode of the series.